Just into us from Capitol Hill, some new comments from Senate Democratic leadership about the ethics concerns they have around Justice Clarence Thomas. I want to bring back now NBC News Capitol Hill correspondent Leanne Caldwell. And Leanne, for the first time, we are hearing from Senator Chuck Schumer on what he thinks should be done as it relates to Justice Thomas and this recusal. Although, Leanne, to preface this conversation, Chuck Schumer doesn't get to call the shots about what Clarence Thomas does. That said, he is the most powerful Democrat in the Senate.
That's right. And he's also echoing the mood of a lot of his members who have been calling on a couple things, including the Supreme Court to impose its own ethics rules, including Justice Thomas, to explain his decision in a January 6th related case. Now, Senator Schumer, for the first time, the leader of the Senate, has weighed in on the issue and said that Justice Thomas should recuse himself. Let's listen.
I do think he should recuse himself. The information we know right now raises serious questions about how close Justice Thomas and his wife were to the planning and execution of the insurrection. And yes, I believe I'll answer both your questions. You were very clever. I think there should be some kind of code of ethics for Supreme Court justices.
So Leader Schumer said that there should be some sort of code of ethics for Supreme Court justices, reminding our audience that currently there is none. It's the honor system. But what Schumer did not designate is if it should be imposed by the Supreme Court, that they create rules for themselves, or if Congress should legislate ethics rules for the Supreme Court, something that some Democrats want to do, and there is legislation that is being introduced. So, again, we'll see where this goes, but Leader Schumer was obviously reading off some remarks, so he was expecting that question. Right. And for the first time, we heard him say that at the very least, Clarence Thomas should recuse himself from January 6th related cases. Hallie.
Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Leanne, has been vocal about this, suggesting even perhaps the impeachment here. How much of an appetite is there for that kind of response inside the Democratic caucus based on your reporting?
Yeah, she's not the only one. Some of my sources who I've been talking to have raised the specter of impeachment, but it doesn't seem to be gaining a lot of steam. There doesn't seem to be a lot of appetite right now. People want to see where this goes and see what Justice Thomas does, see what Chief Justice John Roberts does, and see what the January 6th Select Committee finds out. And so we're at the very beginning of this discussion here, and we'll see if it escalates, Hallie.